In assessment centers, we assess competencies on the basis of behaviors we observe in a series of exercises or settings. The same is true with assessing competencies even in day to day life. You observe a particular behavior, after that, you record the behavior, you classify the behavior, and after a series of observations, if the behavior is frequently occurring, on the basis of that, you quantify it on a 5-point scale, 10-point scale. So, observe, record, classify, assess. O or C A. This is the technology that we use. I would like to now talk about impression formation. How this system operates in our mind. God has inserted in our brain a machine, a very peculiar machine. This machine is very sensitive to various signals. When you meet a stranger, the person comes with a smile, shakes hand with you, looks into your eyes, has a 5-minute conversation. At the end of the 5 minutes, you would have observed, classified, and recorded in your mind, and then made an assessment. This is a manipulator or very public relations oriented fellow. He is very sociable, he is very talkative, he is very entrepreneurial, very manipulative. You have already made certain kinds of assessments depending on the behavior the individual has exhibited. But this machine, I think the individual leaves and then you forget about it. But the machine has stored the information. What is the machine that stored? The machine stored the information, particularly the last part of the information, your assessment of that particular individual. Now this machine behaves in a very peculiar way. Next time when you meet the individual, the machine again becomes functional. It starts working. And the machine, where it does not start by starting again observing, classifying, recording, etc., but it uses the already recorded information and starts from where the last conversation was left. And the last conversation that left certain impressions in the mind of the in your mind. So the machine starts with the assessment you have made. Oh, here I am meeting an entrepreneurial guy. Let me deal with him in that particular way. And the machine therefore starts selectively observing for entrepreneurial behavior. And it takes time for the machine to say, no, today I don't find him that entrepreneurial. Not likely. Most of the time the machine really picks up signals which are already there in the first time. But second time, maybe there are some new signals you have observed, classified, you made an assessment. But third time you are much stronger. If you meet several times, your machine is tuned to assess the individual in a particular way, and it is starting with your last assessment and is constantly collecting data which fit into the last kind of an assessment. This is the way this particular machine works. That is the reason why we recommend to people that you should always restart your machine. Since we do not rely on your impressions, because your machine may be biased machine, we want to use an assessment center as a mechanism where we put the individual into a series of tests or situations which are simulated kind of situations, and a group of people who are starting with the new machines, who are trained to have machines which will start every time afresh, will observe, classify, check with each other, and at the end of it identify and give you some kind of an assessment. The same process happens in 360-degree feedback. In 360, you collect the impressions you have made in the minds of other people by prompting them to assess you on a predetermined questionnaire, and that is what we call as a 360 tool. Now, depending on the competencies you want to assess, you can develop your tool and inquire the extent to which you have exhibited these qualities, whether it is a vision, whether it is values or technology, systems driven, interpersonal competence or customer orientation, etc., etc. So 360 also follows the same process by trying to give a kind of a meaning to several machines. Several machines have observed you, interpreted you, and therefore the 360 facilitator gives you an understanding about this. The same thing we do in our performance management training programs. In our performance management training programs, we recommend coming up with systems that will constantly overhaul this machine. This machine needs overhauling. It's not very easy. The performance review discussion is a method of refreshing the machine, is a method of preventing the machine from acting on where the machine has left, is a method of bringing a little bit of objectivity and so on. Friends, our organization TVRLS has just announced a few interesting programs, a program on competency mapping, a program on performance management, and also a program on developing individual plans. Now, once you get a competency assessment of your capabilities either through an assessment center or through a performance management system or through a 360-degree feedback, what do? You got now a feedback of your the impact that you have made on several minds. It may be in an assessment center the external observers or facilitators. In performance appraisal, it may be your boss. Whereas in 360-degree feedback, it is all the people who your role set based or internal assessors who have communicated to you the kind of impressions that you have created. So, for example, once you know that you could be a lot more customer driven, or you have not made impact as an entrepreneur or as a strategic thinker, now in developing individual development plans, we work with you to understand how can you exhibit those kind of actions or activities, how can you undertake those activities which will help the other person to perceive this so-called entrepreneurship or customer orientation or interpersonal competence, any competence that you would like to develop. So individual development plans is a process by which we help you to understand the impact you have made on others and enhance the impact you make by working out activities you can undertake so that you can create you can send right kind of signals for other people to perceive your talent. So these are all talent management tools which we are going to be giving. I hope you will be able to attend some of these programs and get the best out of our TVRLS programs. These are going to be in this month itself, in July. Please look for our announcement or write to tvrlsblr@gmail.com. All the best from TVRLS.